What's the big genetic F*** you got from your family? Heart disease. The men on my dad's side of the family all die of heart disease. My dad made it 62, but had heart problems for the last 15 years of his life. His brother died of a heart attack at 38 and his father died in his 40s of a heart attack. Not sure before that, because my grandfather never talked about his family. I knew this growing up, so I have never smoked, never did drugs, rarely drank, tried to stay active, eat healthy and got regular EKGs/echoes. I still had a heart attack at the age of 34 and had 4 stents put in. Nobody believed I was having a heart attack until the second doctor I saw finally ordered a troponin test and it came back indicating I had heart damage. My dad is 6'6" and super strong in the arms and legs, but fat otherwise. My mum is 5'3" and an Australian size 8. In a perfect world I would have some of dad's height and some of mum's natural thin build, but nope. I'm 5'6" and I have the same body shape as my father. Oh, and just to add insult to injury, they made me ginger. Thanks guys. Good job. Actually, probably my hair. My dad had very straight brunette hair and my mum had a black afro. What did I get? A ginger monstrosity with a layer of frizz on the top, a section of straight and a kinky bit at the bottom. Update, I have a few things to clear up regarding this. No, I can't take pictures because I keep my hair as straight as possible 24/7. If I do straighten my hair, it stays straight for a really long time. It's pretty straight now. This thread inspired me, so I'm probably going to embrace my lion's mane and buy some She Moisture along with an afro comb because I haven't brushed my hair in like a fortnight. I'm not adopted. I know this because I was an ugly as shit baby and even I wouldn't have adopted me. It's probably not as bad as you would think looks wise. It's a genetic fuck you for me because I have to wash it thoroughly daily for it to not look like a tornado on my head. I'm lucky enough to come from a family where the only mention of my red hair is when they are telling stories about how ginger my eyebrows were when I was a kid. No, I don't have a soul. You can stop asking. I love my hair. I'm not a very prideful person, but my hair is my personal pride and joy. It's wavy, soft, nice to mess around with, but I'm more than likely going to go bald in 10 years. My brother is 10 years older than me, and he's balding a lot. Every single male, uncle, cousins, grandpa on my mother's side is bald or balding. We have scruffy facial hair too. I'm not looking forward to my hair future. Genetics has not been kind to me. Father's side, heart issues. Mother's side, all cancer. Also I starting losing my hair at 19, which seemed incredibly unfair, since my father had hair you could hide a yak in. Didn't realize at the time that male pattern baldness comes from the mother's side, so when my mother, who was adopted, found her real family, it was somewhat gratifying to see that her biological father had the exact same hair as me. I'm still a baldy, but at least I have a sort of link with the grandfather I never knew. Not sure what it is called, but my dad had a problem like mine where I would be saying something and couldn't get a certain word out, but could see it in my mind. It is like you know and can see the word, but your tongue forgets how to say it. Usually the person you are talking to completes what you are trying to say out of irritation. Funny thing is I used to tease him about it when I was younger, but when I got older it started coming out in me about late 20s. I now regret teasing him about it. Paybacks are hell. My boyfriend's grandparents are both children of Lithuanian immigrants. They met in Connecticut and didn't find out until after they were married that their parents knew each other. The parents were all from Vilnius. What a fun coincidence. Also they were cousins. Oopsie daisy. Being Jewish, they already had some fun genes floating around from a history of isolated communities, but chance combined with this bit of hilarity, and every last one of their descendants has some sort of hormone disorder. Literally all of them. My boyfriend, for example, started puberty when he was like 6 years old and had to have monthly shots to hold it off until he was 13. He's had a full beard since middle school. It's amazing. But that whole family is just a genetic Pandora's box and I think that's hilarious. I got a genetic fuck you, but it's because I didn't get a family tray. I'm mixed, black and white. The side of my family I'm always with is black, but also fucking huge. All of my aunts and uncles are over 6 feet, over 200 lbs. My father is the smallest at 6 feet 0, 225. My brother is bigger than me at like 6 feet 3, 315, 90% muscle BTW. Shit. I have a cousin that's 15, wears a size 16, is 6 feet 0 tall, and weighs over 200. They're all black as shit. I, on the other hand, am the smallest and lightest at 5 feet 9, 150 pounds, and like beige. Luckily though, I'm one of the most athletic ones, so I can do anything with them, but lift weights. Extremely oily skin and acne prone. It's so bad that oil will drip into my eyes, and I can lightly rub my finger across my forehead, and drops will appear. I'm 27. But I've been covered in acne since before puberty, and nothing I have used, either prescription or OTC, has done anything to help. I have enlarged pores from it, and cystic acne scars. You can suggest something to help, but 99% of them I have already tried, and it did nothing, or made it worse. I hate my skin so much. My dad has acid reflux, and predisposition to that can be genetic. Except I didn't just get dad's heartburn after eating fatty or spicy foods. It waited around till my college years and then hit me as full on severe GERD, basically acid reflux but worse, complete with heartburn after almost every meal and full on vomiting whenever I eat something that doesn't agree with me. Thanks dad. Teeth. My enamel was utter bullshit. It didn't exist. My wisdom teeth also gave me massive headaches from the time they began erupting. Thankfully, I got everything taken out last week. My family says it's really nice to see me smile again. I'm getting my dentures in June. I can't freaking wait. Eyes. I can't fucking see. Partially blind. I have no peripheral vision. I'm colorblind and can't drive because I'm a danger to others on the road. My brother tried to convince me to get my license. My other family members shrieked in abject terror. There's no fixing this. We are not even sure where my blindness came from. I have a whole list of them. What I got from my mom. Flat ass, and I mean flat. There's nothing there. Small saggy breasts. A beak for a nose. Huge hands with really long fingers. Huge paws and black heads. Severe depression. What I got from my dad. Tall and lanky. Large ass feet complete with finger toes. Seriously, these toes are freaky long. Really bad acne. Horrible seasonal allergies. Stupid fast metabolism, which I should be grateful of, but it sucks. I can't gain any weight. In two respects, I got lucky. 6 feet 1, and I don't gain weight, no matter what I eat. Unfortunately, that means I don't gain muscle, no matter how much I work out either. Now the annoyingly bad, legally blind, no longer, thanks to modern medicine. Asthma, allergic to most antibiotics. Deathly allergic to cats. Seriously, if I'm around a cat more than 15 minutes I go into an asthma attack and my throat starts closing up. That's the stuff I've always dealt with. Once I hit 30, new problems: premature gray, premature balding, memory problems, and, the kicker, kidney stones. Almost every week I pass one of these things, and the pain is debilitating. Nobody in my immediate family is bald. Nobody else has asthma. Nobody else is allergic to everything. Nobody else was so nearsighted that all they could see was blurs of color. Turns out that my grandmother passed down the kidney stone gene, but she didn't start having issues until her 50s. Kalman syndrome. I'm sterile, so biologically can't have kids, and am below average size in the nethers. It's hard getting women to stick around for a while, because right now in my dating age range they either want to start a family, apparently adoption or artificial means doesn't count, or just want to have fun, and apparently size really does matter. I've had grey hair since I was 13. I'm 26 now, and pretty close to completely grey. Oh, and every predisposition to cancer / heart disease / diabetes / mental illness cocktail you can think of, in addition to being pretty hard of hearing for genetic reasons. But I also got a healthy dose of intelligence and a big ol' dick. So it's not all bad. Horrendous vision. I was talking to my mom one time, and she said my last prescription that she remembered for me was something like 280/20, meaning that what most people could see from 280 feet away, I could only see from 20 feet away. The crazy thing is that's probably several years old, and I have to get a new prescription every 6 or so months. And then there's one of my cousins who's the only girl, with 3 older brothers. Both of her parents are average height and all 3 of her brothers are over 6 feet tall. She barely topped 5 feet tall recently and is 18. Dad is 6 feet 0, mom is 5 feet 0. Was supposed to be 5 feet 7, maximum doubt at 5 feet 3. Also inherited mental illnesses from my mom's side. Pretty much everyone on her side is fucked up except for her and my brother. Got faulty knees from my dad's side. Grandma had multiple surgeries on hers. Dad also had surgery. Now I get knee pain from putting pressure on it sometimes. Dad may have also contributed to my mental illnesses because we almost have the same way of thinking. There's more minor inconveniences I got from them. Bad skin, untamable hair, etc. So let's just say I didn't exactly win the genetic lottery. I naturally walk with my legs and feet angled outward at 45-degree angles. Never bothered me physically, but growing up I constantly had people asking why I walked that way, and it got old. No one in my family had this problem, so I had no clue where it came from or why I was like this. For a long story of reasons, I also grew up not really knowing my mom's side of the family, just dad's. Flash forward to my early 20s, my folks and I made a conscious effort to reconnect with her side of the family, and we flew out to see her brother and his family for a week. A few days into the trip, the whole family is walking around exploring some little town not far from them, and my 17-year-old cousin who I'd just met randomly says, "Why do you walk with your feet pointed out like that?" I roll my eyes and try to change the conversation, but he continues, "Because I've never seen anyone else walk like me." That's awesome. Still no clue where either of us got this from, but at least I've narrowed down which side of the family it originates. Also, he and I can both point our feet directly behind us, which has turned into a fun party trick to freak people out when we're together. I have inherited the inhuman ability to turn any disease known to man, no matter how harmless, into a fucking biological weapon. Just this Tuesday I was taken to the ER because a flu virus found its way to my heart. Most people would just feel tired and have painful muscles, but no, gotta turn that shit to 11. I haven't been normal sick in over a decade. Even a common cold knocks me out for a week because it'll get somewhere it's not supposed to go. My wife got BRCA1 and inflammatory breast cancer at age 30. Right when our baby hit 1 year old. We have a 3-year-old. Her mom had no history of cancer. One of my wife's maternal aunts died at 62ish last year of ovarian cancer, probably associated, but as far as we know she wasn't tested. Once we were diagnosed, her family revealed that her great grandmother died in her late 20s due to a pimple on her chest or a horse kicked her breast. I guess that is how they would have understood it back then. But my wife won't be dying from it. We are 18 weeks into chemo, then mastectomy, then 5 weeks radiation therapy. She's got this. Gone get buried, but whatever. Dad's side, Parkinson, Huntington, heart disease, diabetes, liver disease, leukemia, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, Churg-Strauss, fibromyalgia, generic back problems that require surgery. Mom's side, ALS, heart disease, breast cancer, lung cancer, non-smoker, osteoporosis, diabetes, dental problems, not hygiene related, knee problems, cataracts. But do you know what we don't have? Alzheimer's. We get to watch our relatives get old and die of long, drawn out painful diseases that often cause total loss of bodily function, while remaining sharp enough to experience it all. This is my future hell.